Morning. I want to talk about, you guessed it, OMAD. One meal a day. Something so freaking simple, and yet it's so powerful. I saw a video last night from this girl in England, probably, over 100 pounds overweight, if not more. And she gave herself 6 months and literally, extreme belly fat. And I mean, she let it all hang out in the video, and you're seeing her with these big old boobs jumping up and down, exercising. I mean, committed to exercising in OMAD. And I mean, the flab is just bouncing around, but she is serious about losing weight and getting healthy. And it was so inspiring. And it's hard to believe, but after 6 months, this girl, people actually said, some people said in the comments, oh, it's not the same person. The transformation was incredible, but she showed pictures from beginning to end. Just absolutely amazing. So she did it with doing OMAD. And the thing about her, which is so inspiring, I mean, when she exercised, she wore 2 bras, and the girl didn't have any money. She was raising 2 children. I mean, just hats off. She had a broken tooth, and she melted some kind of wax and made her own fake tooth, so her smile was a pretty smile, because she can't afford to go to the dentist. And the thing about her, what I wanted to say was that it is so much harder for women to lose weight than it is for men, because men just have more muscle, for one. And I'm going to guess the hormonal makeup is just different between men and women. Women are designed to be, to hold on to the fat, to pass on the milk to their children and stuff like that. So you see a lot of these videos of guys doing OMAD, and you see them, of course, with their shirts off and their 6-pack, and it's like, anybody's got a 6-pack, I guess it's mandatory is not to wear a t-shirt. It's like, fuck that. But I am over 70 years old now, and I've heard about OMAD, and I just can't believe that I'm now discovering it. And this might sound too much, but for me, I'm putting this as one of the most important discoveries that I found in my life. This OMAD thing is a huge deal. Okay, and OMAD is a very simple thing if you think about it. I'm going to go through it again. 1 meal a day, and that meal preferably should be mostly carbohydrates. And 95, 99% of people out there think, ooh, carbs are bad. Well, refined carbs, I'm not even sure, if you have a little bit here and there, if that's even bad. Bread would be considered a refined carb, but bread, make a sandwich. How about a whole wheat piece of bread and make a nice hummus sandwich with tomato and lettuce and onions? Yeah, some pickle. Ooh, that sounds good. But anyway, if you're carb hating, I'll tell you what, let me give you some people to look up. Some brilliant people. Duke University was greatly influenced by a guy named Walter Kempner back in the 30s and 40s, 50s. Look up Walter Kempner, Kempner. People flocked to Duke because it was before, with medication, before the invention of these drugs to lower high blood pressure. And literally back in the day, high blood pressure would kill you. And he was getting people's blood pressure back down through nutrition, through the food you ate. And people from all around the world would go to Duke University, called the rice diet, eating carbohydrates. Walter Kempner, check him out. You want to know, look at another great man who discovered this, and he wasn't a doctor. Nathan Pritikin, Pritikin, Nathan. And see if you can find some, there's a one thing out there called the Lost Lectures of Nathan Pritikin. And if you could just listen to his first lecture, there's people like that. Then the modern guys to listen to would be Alan Goldhammer, Goldhamer, Goldhammer, 1M, Dr. Esselstyn, Esselstyn, Dr. T. Colin Campbell, Campbell. Man, there's just so many of these guys out there, and they're all saying the same thing. But the one meal, so you eat one meal, preferably mostly carbohydrates, and your brain runs on carbohydrates, and your brain consumes 20 to 25% of the food you eat. All right, we got an issue up here, it looks like. We'll see what happens. So the brain runs mostly on carbohydrates. How you doing? So you eat a meal mostly carbohydrates, and then your body starts processing those carbs, going to the brain, going to the liver and stuff like that. And then the liver stores some of those carbohydrates as glycogen. So during the day, your body burns those carbohydrates for fuel, because what your body needs is energy. Carbohydrates are energy. And then after the carbohydrates are gone, you have 4 hours of fuel in glycogen that's stored in your liver. I believe your liver and your muscles. And after that, you start to go into ketosis. And ketosis is where your body starts drawing on the fat in your body. And what I've learned now is, you have two kinds of fat. You have the subcutaneous fat, the fat under your skin, but also you have what's called visceral fat. And that's the fat that's around your organs. And that's the fat that can really cause a lot of problems. And because that visceral fat is more metabolically active, the beautiful thing when you start to go into ketosis, the body first is going for that visceral fat. And that's why the belly fat evidently is the last thing to go. There you go, right there. That's it. So think of your body as a hybrid engine. You're burning gasoline, the food you eat, after you consume it, and after that, the hybrid part of your body takes over the electrical part of the body, where you start to burn ketones, supplying the brain and the rest of your body, and the body starts to feed on itself. So you have cell making, and then you have autophagy. But anyway, Yeah, like I said from the very first video I made about OMAD, is I'm over the moon with this OMAD thing. Such a simple concept. And people would look at me and say, oh, you don't need to lose weight and everything is fine. But everybody knows their own body, and it's not like I need to lose not even 10 pounds or want to lose 10 pounds. And we're going to see what happens. But there's just so many benefits to this thing. I'm sure probably when I get down, and I really get down, I'm going to probably stretch this out. My feeding window, I do have a smoothie in the morning, and then around noontime I eat, and that's usually preparation, and eating is probably about an hour. And then after that, no eating. Like last night, I did get where I'm thinking about food and a little bit of hunger, and thought about, boy, should I reach for something? And thankfully I didn't. And especially those that should and really want to lose weight, just give yourself this one rule. You know, I'm going to do one meal a day, and that's it. Just stick with it. It's going to be hard sometimes, but well, listen to me talk. I really don't know. I'm now on my 3rd week, so I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, can you see these beautiful horses over here?